So hello and welcome back to my channel. It is currently July and somehow I managed to lose my April footage, which I did not edit or upload. So we're refilming today. So this is my April wrap up. I read a total of 9 books and 2,996 pages with an average rating of somewhere around 4. Clearly I have done no math for this video either. Doing great. But let's get into it. The first book I read in April, which was still over the Easter weekend, because that's how far back we're going, was wound up in murder. To be honest with you, I don't remember much about this book anymore. I have a series review coming up for it soon as I finish this series. Okay, so I have refreshed myself with the back of the book, and in this one Casey's holding a yarn retreat, of course, as always, and this time it's a mystery bag, so they're getting different yarn, different trinkets and things like that so that they can make their own projects. And while Casey is delivering baked goods one morning to all the places that she delivers baked goods to, she finds a woman dead in the bushes, wrapped in a magician's silk scarf, similar to the scarf that her ex-fiancé uses in his magic tricks. So I rated this a 3 out of 5. It was good, it was quick, and I enjoyed it. Then, because I was really still enjoying the series, I read Gone with the Wool. See, aren't they so much fun, the titles? This one, she is hosting, of course, a yarn retreat, and during this yarn retreat there is also a festival going on in her city or town, Cadbury, to celebrate the return of the monarch butterflies that come during the winter months. Unfortunately, there is a murder. Big surprise. The butterfly queen is found dead with a knife in her back after the blessing of the butterflies service. So she does get murdered while there's people there. So it's a very interesting book. There's lots of fun butterflies. This one I think was the one that kept me most on my toes, and I also rated it 3 out of 5. But bam! Then I finished The House of the Spirits by Isabel Allende. This one takes place in Chile, I believe, and it follows a family through several generations. I liked the idea of this novel. I found several of the characters extremely creepy. Esteban. And would not like to read this book again. I rated it 2 stars. I wish I liked it more. Then I read Paper Girls Volume 4 by Brian K. Vaughan and several other people. Cliff Chang, Matt Wilson, and Jared Fletcher. It was good. I liked it as much as the other ones. It was a little bit more violent or bloody than some of the other ones, but the art's still really good. They were in the 2000s in this one, so that was pretty cool. I rated it 4 stars. I didn't quite like it as much as the first 3 volumes, so I'm really excited to see where this series goes because I have high hopes for it. Next, I finished this series as far as I know. I haven't seen any publication dates for more in this series, so I'm saying it's 5 books, though it does end on a cliffhanger. Just to let you know. But this is a Tangled yarn by Betty Hetchman. It's the 5th book in the series. This time, their retreat is about finger knitting, finger crocheting, and arm knitting. And there's a travel writer's retreat going on at the same time. And then murder happens and, well, you know the rest. They solve the murders. I rated the book 3 stars. Great cozy mystery series. Then, I read Year 1 by Greg Rucka, Nicola Scott, and Romelio Fajardo? I'm sorry. I tried. It's the J. I don't know what to do with the J. Is it a J sound? Is it an H sound? Is it a Y sound? Anyways, so this is the 2nd book in this graphic novel comic book series. It was recommended to me to read this one before the 1st volume because it's more of an introduction to Wonder Woman. I don't know very much about Wonder Woman, or I didn't know much about Wonder Woman until I read this, and I fell absolutely in love with her. She is so fantastic. which I'm sure you all know because I am late to the game. Anyways, 5 stars! I loved it. And I will hopefully read the second one soon. Then, I finished off this duology, Seraphina duology, and read Shadow Scale by Rachel Hartman, Canadian, and I really enjoyed this. I thought it was an interesting sequel. This one is also very political. There is some gay and bisexual rep in here. I didn't think it was handled the best. I thought it could have been better, and I also didn't think it made sense for the characters, but it's good that it was here, and I rated it 4 stars. Did enjoy, did love, will keep forever. Then, I read The Song of Achilles. Finally, I have owned this for probably 10 years. I bought it when it was on bargain at Chapters. It has a very shiny cover, which I love, and I liked it. I rated it 4 stars. However, like, before I started, everyone was like, oh, Colleen, it's so sad, oh, be prepared for the ending, all this sort of stuff, but like I read the Odyssey, I read the Iliad, I know my Greek mythology, so like, I knew what happened before I started, I knew exactly what happened, so I didn't find it as sad as other people did. Like, the ending was a little sad, but it wasn't a book that made me cry, which people said it would. I am a crier, but perhaps it was all the hype. I just became determined not to cry. I did really enjoy it though, so you should read it. It is great. Finally, I read Emperor Mage by Tamora Pierce. This is the 3rd book in the Immortals Quartet. It is my 2nd favorite, I believe, or maybe my 1st favorite. So this one you get to meet a whole new society, really, within the world. You're in a new place, there's new characters, it's super great, super lovely. There's a little bit of murder. And gods. There's gods in this one too, which I thought was good. But yeah, I rated this 4 stars. I did enjoy it. I thought it was a great book. And I was excited to read the next series. I'm still excited to read the next series, which is the Trickster's Choice duology. But yeah, super great. There'll also be a series review coming out for this soon because obviously I finished it. Well, that's everything I read in April. I'm super mad at myself for deleting that footage. I definitely thought that it was already on my computer, but it wasn't. So I mean, I don't think I did that bad in April. Like, it's a decent little stack. However, I think that was mostly because I had that holiday long weekend where I just read. But you'll get to see what May holds soon. That video should be out in the next little while, and until then, we'll see you next time.